Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Gleberman, and you're listening to Silence on Set podcast.
Thank you, everybody who has turned up today to see this movie. It's the premiere of our fun little family film, The Sea Beast. You know, we had so much fun working on this film, and we couldn't be more delighted to be sharing this with you today. And we know you're going to love it, and please tell your friends about it. It's streaming on Netflix now. We'll also be on in select cinemas. Go check it out. So thank you again for coming out today. I would also like to thank Netflix for their support for this. We couldn't have done it without them.
I've always been a fan of those sea monster maps, those amazing old illustrations where the map makers would populate these big open swaths of ocean with these fantastic images of sea monsters. And I remember thinking, like, man, this would make a great world for an animated movie. And so I made one. But I didn't make it alone. I worked with hundreds of amazing artists over the course of many years on this project. So on behalf of the crew of The Sea Beast, I want to say thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show.
I can't wait for everybody to see it. You know, we had so much fun making this, and for it to finally be out and for folks to enjoy it, it's magic.
Oh, it was fantastic. The people that I was working with were very supportive. They were behind me the whole way. They loved my vision for the film, and it was 100% supportive the whole way. It was awesome.
This has been a dream come true, honestly. I've been in animation a long time, worked on a lot of great movies, but the team we assembled here and getting to work with Chris Williams was, it's been one of the best experiences of my life, honestly. It's been tremendous for me, and people's response to the movie has been so great and so positive, and I feel like people are really getting it and really enjoying it, so it's really all I could ask for.
Our director, Chris Williams, and his team have just put together a really fun film that is so epic in its scale, and you know, I mean, the opening sequence is incredible. You know, right throughout it, all the magic that happens on the island where Maisie and Jacob are shipwrecked is a lot of fun as well. So I'm super excited for everybody to see it.
I wanted to make a movie that hopefully captured that spirit, you know, that make a big action adventure story, and which is a little bit outside of what people generally associate with North American feature animation. And but again, the folks at Netflix were incredibly supportive.
The animation is was really something we were striving for, a real complexity and a real sincerity, so that our emotional resonance that we were really going for the story itself. I think we were really pushing our team at Sony Imageworks to try to keep going to find this magic place between animation and realism. And I think they really did it. I think they pulled it off, and I think it's part of why people are responding this way, because it's really one of those movies that has a true complexity to it in its performances from our great actors, and then translated in animation. So it's been great.
Yeah, I thought that was one of the more interesting elements in The Sea Beast, was that notion of the history that we have been led to believe may not necessarily be the truth. And in The Sea Beast, you know, Jacob, the character I play, finds out that much of what he believed to be true about this war that was generated between the hunters and the sea beasts was not all it's cracked up to be. It's a fun family film, but there's also some interesting, thought-provoking content in there as well.
You know, I think this is one of those movies that actually has something for everybody in it. And I think there's it's an adventure film first, so there's lots of action, and it sort of keeps you suspended through the entire movie, trying to figure out how are we going to end this thing. And so I think that, but I think too it has that emotional resonance that I've been talking about, but I think also it has some thematic things that I think are a little complex, and I feel like that's better for our older audiences as well.
It's really important to me that the audience connect with it, and for the sake of the crew that invested so much. And so I have to say, it really is, the response has been incredibly overwhelming, incredibly gratifying, and a bit of a relief, honestly. When I first started, it was very early days at Netflix Animation. They were literally building the walls around us. And everyone who came and joined around the same time, they were working on projects that they were very excited about. And a lot of them are now actually on Netflix. And it's such an eclectic and amazing array of movies and shows. And I can't believe how far we've come in such a short period of time.
Thank you for listening to Silence on Set podcast. My name is Monica Gleberman. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more interviews to come.